the big handicaps then. We'll look at the Hennessy. Of course, last year Bobsworth managed to do it, and Tidal Bay trying to give him weight, valiantly going down in second. He's likely to turn up again, and what kind of price would he be, Richard?
Tidal Bay, 12 to 1. Would want a lot of rain for him to run. I think that Haydock might well still be an option. The way it came out today, didn't he? He's got to give £13 for the field. I'm not saying he can't do it. He was second last year, and he's just an incredible horse. You wonder what, if Paul had got hold of him 3 years ago, what this horse could have achieved. The market's headed, ironically, by a horse who ties in again with Bobsworth and Invictus. Alan King's obviously on the crest of a wave at the moment, banging in the winners, and is definitely back in the game. And this horse, beat Bobsworth at Ascot and the Reynoldstown. Bobsworth's rated 180 and he's rated 145, so do the maths. So you're taking on trust, the horse is fit, but as we know now with modern training methods, horses coming back off a long break can definitely be made fit at home, and often those horses go run their best races fresh.
Yeah.
Off his current mark, he's a danger.
What would you make of him, Nick, off his layoff?
Yeah, I mean, you can never take it lightly when a horse is coming from that far off the track, but it's like Richard summed it up perfectly. If he's back to his best, he's absolutely thrown in off 145. He's beaten Silviniaco, Conti and Bobsworth in the Reynoldstown, no fluke about it at all, one on merit. If he's fit and ready, he's going to go very close, and he's the most interesting one for me. I'd love to see Tidal Bay running the race rather than the Haydock. I think the Hennessy suits him perfectly, because on the second circuit, the Hennessy's horses drop away and fall backwards. There's a high attrition rate, and that's perfect for Tidal Bay. One thing he loves to do is pass horses. That's what keeps him interested. And I think the Hennessy gives him a perfect chance to do that. And if he gets the 2-3 out with a chance, in with a chance, then he hasn't got Bobsworth to get past this year, or a first lieutenant who were the first three home in last year's Hennessy. So I wish Paul would, I'd get on the phone to Ditching when we finished here and say, Paul, forget Haydock. Give the old boy a chance to win the Hennessy, and, he'd lift the roof if he did do it. You couldn't say he couldn't, because Paul, as Richard again said, he's done an absolutely fantastic job with him. I think he improved him a stone over fences at a very late stage of his career, and he looked just as good as ever at Weatherby last time. So, Paul, go to Newbury, please.
And Declan, what's the Irish Challenge looking like?
The Irish Challenge is quite strong if you're a statsman in terms of Lord Windermere. Obviously the winner of the RSA last year comes under the radar a little bit, given he's trained by Jim Cullity. Some people in Ireland think he's a genuine Gold Cup contender. If he is, he's going to have to be winning this. But I can't really see him doing it. Really, I have to agree with the lads. It's all really about Invictus. This last season's novice chasers, I don't think we're a great bunch. The seasons before's novice chasers were an exceptional bunch. Bobsworth, Silviniaco, Conti, Q Card, etc. And Invictus, if he is right, he wins. He's absolutely thrown in. I would say the day that he won at Ascot, he was flattered, because Bobsworth is probably better going left-handed. He wasn't right. He was just back after a wind operation, and Silviniaco Conti wasn't right that day either. But he's still been dropped £5 for that run off a mark of 145. If he's right, he wins, to be honest.
And Richard, Paul Nicholls, he's got quite a strong hand in this race. We've mentioned Tidal Bay, of course, but got a few others in towards the head of the market.
Yep, and the one for money in the last couple of days has been Rocky Creek. This is an obvious race for him, being with his profile.
Nick, one to throw at you here. Ublon des Aubonnes, winner at Ascot last time. I know Tom Siegel has been quite keen on this horse this season. Is he one that would appeal for this kind of race to you?
Yeah, definitely. He's shown really good form around Ascot, which I haven't delved too much into his form, and I don't know if he goes as well left-handed as he does right-handed. The one thing I picked up about him is he does seem to enjoy Ascot. He's run a couple of really good races there, and obviously won there last time out. But This is definitely his kind of race, and also throw in another old timer at you as well. I don't think Imperial Commander is out of this. He's dropped a hell of a lot in the weights, and he showed on his comeback run last season that the spirit's still burning. I mean, he was winning all bar the line then, but just got done by Cape Tribulation at Cheltenham. I certainly wouldn't rule out Imperial Commander. Obviously, there's only a few bullets left in the chamber for him because he's a 12-year-old. So Nigel Twist-and-Davis will get an absolute spot-on to run for his life, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him put in a very bold show, because I think the ability to a large extent still remains.
So if I had to pin you down for selections, then Imperial Commander each way and...
Well, yeah, I really want Tidal Bay to run, like I said, but I've got a feeling if Haydock came up soft, then Paul Nicholls would try his luck at Haydock and try and win a Grade 1. If Tidal Way went to Haydock, to Newbury would be my selection. If not, then I'm going to go for another fairy tale, Imperial Commander. Each way I think it's a decent price.
And for you, Declan?
Invictus is the one to beat. I am interested in David Pipe's Goulen's. He is now weighted to reverse the RSA form with Lord Windermere. I think the Welsh Grand National is on the agenda though. If it came up very soft, I could see Goulen's winning. Hadrian's Approach, I'm going to get awful sick for putting this horse up, is interesting as well. This horse, I can't believe he finished 9 lengths off Lord Windermere last year because he didn't jump a fence. He's again weighted to run close. Invictus the horse to beat. I'll stick up Hadrian's Approach as an each way bet.
And Richard, Invictus for you, is it?
I think as a punter, I have a win bet on him at 8-1. He's going to start a lot shorter on the day. At bigger prices, again depending on the weather. Merry King's interesting. Ties in with that Ascot form. I think again possibly the Welsh National is his target, but I think he's got enough class to run well off a lightweight in a